The sun rose gently over the village, casting golden hues upon the earth. Its warmth seeped into every corner of life. Birds chirped harmoniously, their melody resonating with the stillness of the morning. Villagers stirred awake, moving about their daily tasks with peaceful intent. Amidst the tranquility, the Buddha gathered his disciples beneath a great banyan tree. His presence radiated calm and wisdom, drawing everyone closer. The air was thick with anticipation. As the disciples awaited his teaching, a young monk stepped forward, his face marked with confusion and exhaustion. His hands trembled as he began to speak. "Master," said the monk, his voice quivering like a leaf, "I seek knowledge but feel overwhelmed by all I learn." His words revealed a heavy burden, one that others shared silently. Each disciple carried fragments of similar struggles within themselves. The Buddha paused, gazing deeply into the monk's troubled eyes. "Bring me a vessel," he instructed. Motioning to the side, a cup was presented, small and humble, its surface unadorned yet smooth. The Buddha held it firmly, examining its simple design. He then lifted a jug, filled to its brim with water. Slowly, he poured the water into the cup before him. His movements were deliberate, intentional, and profound, drawing every eye toward his hands. Soon, the cup overflowed, spilling onto the ground. "What do you observe?" he asked, addressing the monk directly. "How do I hold peace if they pour poison upon me?" The Buddha smiled, his lips curling like the crescent moon. "Peace does not crumble under the weight of others. The cup spills." Unable to hold any more, the monk replied softly. His voice carried a hesitant realization, tinged with doubt. The Buddha nodded in acknowledgement, his eyes reflecting clarity and patience. "And what happens to the water that spills over?" The Buddha questioned further, inviting deeper thought. His inquiry drew the attention of all, igniting curiosity and wonder. The monk shifted uneasily, pondering the significance of the scene. "It is wasted, Master," the monk answered, his voice filled with subdued recognition. His shoulders dropped slightly, as if a weight began lifting. The disciples around him nodded in silent agreement, absorbing the unfolding lesson. The Buddha placed the cup and jug aside, turning toward the gathered disciples. His gaze encompassed each of them, holding their undivided attention. His presence was magnetic, his words transformative, echoing within their hearts. "The mind is like this vessel," he began, his tone unwavering and deliberate. "It holds what it can, but no more." His words carried profound resonance, weaving clarity into their tangled thoughts. The disciples leaned closer, captivated by his insights. "If one seeks too much, too quickly," the Buddha continued, "the mind cannot bear the load, spilling over into confusion." His explanation brought nods of comprehension. As recognition dawned upon the crowd, his teachings pierced the veil of their struggles with precision. "Take only what you can grasp," the Buddha instructed, his voice imbued with soothing wisdom. "Let the rest flow freely, unrestrained." His advice echoed within them, planting seeds of understanding and relief. A wave of calm swept through the group. The young monk breathed deeply, his trembling easing with the rhythm of his breath. His shoulders lifted slightly, hope restoring his posture. He closed his eyes momentarily, feeling an unfamiliar sense of release. The disciples exchanged subtle glances, sensing unity amidst their shared experiences. They murmured quietly, discussing the metaphor with curiosity and gratitude. Their connection deepened, bridging the gaps between their personal journeys. "The pursuit of knowledge is noble," the Buddha reminded gently, "but wisdom lies in discernment, not accumulation." His distinction illuminated a pathway toward clarity, offering reprieve from the chaos. The monk opened his eyes again, his gaze brightened by revelation. With measured steps, the Buddha began walking among his disciples, drawing them into intimate dialogue. He encouraged reflection, enriching the morning air with harmony. Each conversation nurtured the collective spirit, cultivating a fertile ground for growth. The truth awaits patiently, the Buddha concluded. Pausing under the banyan tree once more. It needs no rushing, only mindful engagement. His closing words settled into the quiet atmosphere, resonating with strength and serenity. The sun climbed higher into the sky, its light embracing the disciples as they rose. They dispersed to explore their tasks, carrying new perspectives. As they walked away, the young monk glanced back toward the Buddha, his heart filled with gratitude. The overflowing cup remained a vivid image in their minds, embodying the essence of the morning's lesson. Its wisdom became a beacon for navigating their inner struggles, guiding them with patience and balance. And so, the day unfolded with renewed hope and understanding. Another day dawned gently, its light brushing the earth with delicate warmth. The world stirred, vibrant yet calm in its rhythm. Villagers greeted the morning with quiet gratitude, embracing their tasks with serene purpose. Birds sang harmoniously, filling the air with their melodic presence. The Buddha and his disciples embarked on a journey across the countryside. Their path led them through diverse landscapes, each rich in its own unique beauty. They marveled at the vibrant colors of blooming flowers. The disciples exchanged reflections, their voices interwoven with the whispers of the wind. The serpent raised its head slightly, feeling the depth of the teaching. Master, if my surroundings provoke me, how shall I endure without reacting? The Buddha gestured toward the clouds. The soil stretched endlessly, its surface irregular and thick. At the heart of the field stood a single lotus, radiant amidst the murkiness. Its petals shimmered in the sunlight, untouched by the surrounding mud. The disciples paused, captivated by the lotus's unparalleled purity. Their gaze remained fixed on the flower, their minds stirred by wonder. The Buddha sat beside the lotus, his expression calm and contemplative. He invited his disciples closer, motioning toward the sacred bloom. Master, a disciple asked, breaking the silence, how does such beauty arise in the midst of such filth? His voice carried genuine curiosity. Your voice emerges through calm understanding, not reactive outburst. The serpent reflected upon the Buddha's words, realizing the duality of silence and voice. The disciples awaited further wisdom. Master, tell me, the serpent inquired, does power exist within vulnerability? Must strength always appear solid and unwavering to hold its ground? The Buddha rested his gaze upon the serpent. The lotus does not shun the mud, the Buddha began, his tone gentle yet firm. It embraces the soil, seeking nourishment within it. His words wove a metaphor, illuminating the interplay between beauty and adversity. The disciples listened intently, leaning closer to absorb his teachings. It transforms the mud, he continued, into the strength it needs to bloom, reaching toward the sun with unwavering focus. His explanation offered clarity, bridging the gap between the tangible and the abstract. Provocation is external, peace is internal. It is your choice to carry peace into each moment. It embodies the endless flood of information we encounter. His words resonated deeply, shedding light on their personal dilemmas. The disciples exchanged subtle glances, their expressions a mix of recognition and relief. Yet, he added, it is not the mud itself that defines us, but how we interact with its presence. His statement invited reflection, stirring the disciples' thoughts like ripples across water. They began to ponder their relationship with the world around them. Do not fear the mud, the Buddha advised, but do not immerse yourself completely. Find balance, and you too will bloom. His guidance offered a pathway toward clarity and growth, inspiring hope and courage. The group felt an invisible thread weaving them closer, connecting their shared experiences. The Buddha stood and walked among the disciples, inviting dialogue and questions. His steps were deliberate, his presence magnetic and comforting. Each exchange deepened their understanding, cultivating a sense of harmony within the group. The lotus rises above the mud, he explained, drawing only the nourishment it needs, leaving the rest untouched. His statement resonated with profound simplicity, embodying the essence of discernment and focus. The disciples began to envision themselves as lotuses, reaching toward their own potential. To seek purity, the Buddha continued, requires patience, intention, and mindfulness. Do not rush, but embrace the journey with acceptance. His teachings offered reprieve, unfolding layers of wisdom with every sentence. The disciples felt the weight of their burdens easing gradually. The lotus remained a constant presence, silently radiating strength and peace. Its petals danced softly in the breeze, embodying the teachings shared that day. Revenge is a fire that consumes its bearer. Justice without anger is the strength that prevails. His heart felt lighter, his thoughts clearer and steadier. He closed his eyes momentarily, allowing the lesson to seep into his consciousness. The Buddha stood beside him, gazing at the lotus with quiet admiration. Each of you carries the potential to rise above confusion, he reminded. Your challenges are not barriers but opportunities for growth. His affirmation resonated deeply, empowering the disciples to reframe their struggles. Master, my rival has succeeded. His lies have stripped me of all. Their steps were purposeful, their minds steady and focused. The muddy field remained an enduring image, etched within their collective memory. Its lesson became a guiding light, steering their paths toward balance and wisdom. The lotus, unwavering and radiant, stood as a testament to the Buddha's timeless teachings. Another day unfolded gently, its dawn blessing the land with a soothing embrace. The breeze carried whispers of renewal. Villagers commenced their activities, their movements synchronized with the rhythm of life. Birds sang in delicate harmony, enhancing the morning's serenity. The Buddha led his disciples to a tranquil lake, its waters mirroring the heavens. The group paused at the lake's edge, captivated by its stillness. Its surface reflected the sky above, undisturbed and clear. The disciples gathered around the Buddha, their expressions filled with awe and curiosity. He sat upon a rock, his gaze fixed on the calm waters. Master, a disciple asked, breaking the silence gently, why does this lake reflect the sky so perfectly? His voice carried genuine wonder. The question resonated deeply, inviting reflection among the gathered disciples. The Buddha gestured toward the lake, allowing its presence to speak first. Its surface remained unbroken, revealing an image of unclouded clarity. The disciples leaned closer, their attention drawn entirely toward the unfolding lesson. The lake reflects the sky, the Buddha began, his tone steady yet soothing, because it is still, free from turbulence. His words wove a metaphor, connecting the external scene with their internal struggles. The disciples nodded slowly, comprehending the simplicity and depth of his explanation. If this lake were restless, he continued, its surface would distort, and its reflection would become unclear, fragmented. His statement carried weight, speaking directly to their personal experiences. The disciples exchanged subtle glances, their faces marked by recognition. So too is the mind, the Buddha explained, his voice steady like the lake's calm presence. In stillness, it mirrors truth clearly. His teachings resonated deeply, offering a pathway toward clarity amidst life's complexity. The disciples felt an invisible thread connecting their shared journeys. In the face of overwhelming information, the Buddha advised, let your mind be as this still lake. Accept, but do not cling. His guidance echoed softly, settling into their hearts with gentle precision. The group reflected quietly, their thoughts mingling with the morning air. A disciple knelt beside the water, his reflection staring back at him unbroken and calm. His breath steadied naturally. He closed his eyes momentarily, feeling an unfamiliar sense of peace seep into his spirit. He rose, his posture carrying newfound strength and serenity. The Buddha stood and walked among his disciples, inviting dialogue and questions. His movements were deliberate, his presence magnetic and comforting. Each conversation deepened their understanding, cultivating harmony within the group. A restless mind, the Buddha remarked, clings to what it encounters, distorting truth and fueling confusion. Release attachment, and stillness will emerge. His advice offered reprieve, unfolding layers of wisdom with each word. The disciples felt the weight of their burdens easing gradually. The sky does not force its reflection, the Buddha continued, nor does the lake demand clarity. Their union occurs naturally. His statement revealed profound simplicity, embodying the essence of acceptance and patience. The disciples listened attentively, absorbing his words completely. To find stillness, the Buddha explained, requires intention, mindfulness, and trust. Do not rush, but embrace the journey with courage. His teachings offered clarity and hope, illuminating a path forward. The disciples began breathing deeply, mirroring the lake's serene rhythm. The tranquil waters remained a constant presence, silently radiating peace and strength. Its reflection danced softly in the sunlight, enhancing the beauty of the day. The disciples began to envision themselves as lakes, reflecting truth clearly without attachment. A young disciple approached the Buddha, his heart heavy with uncertainty. Master, he began hesitantly, how can I calm my restless mind amidst life's chaos? His question carried vulnerability and genuine desire for growth. The bustling streets quieted as the sun dipped below the horizon. The Buddha continued to speak with calm assurance. Recognize the turbulence and do not fight it. Stillness will come with acceptance and patience. The disciple nodded slowly, his mind stirring with thoughts of renewal and clarity. He knelt beside the lake again, seeking guidance in its reflection. His gaze softened, his heart steadied, and his thoughts grew lighter. The Buddha stood beside him, gazing at the lake with quiet admiration. Each of you carries the potential to reflect truth clearly, he reminded gently. Release attachment, and clarity will arise naturally. His affirmation resonated deeply, empowering the disciples to reframe their struggles. The day unfolded with renewed perspective, its rhythm shaped by the morning's teachings. The disciples moved forward, carrying the metaphor of the still lake within their hearts. Their steps became purposeful, their minds steady and calm. The tranquil lake remained an enduring image, etched within their collective memory. Its lesson became a guiding light, steering their paths toward balance and wisdom. The still waters, unbroken and serene, stood as a testament to the Buddha's timeless teachings. Thank you for watching. Buddha's teachings are always with you. Subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next video.